Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly episodes. Dyon here. I am so excited. I'm sitting with Tara. Tara and I went to high school, city forever. That's right. For those of you who are from the Baltimore area, you're familiar with City College and the rivalry with that other school that we won't say. We ain't gonna say the other school. We just know that that's the other school. So we actually went to City and Morgan together.
Yes,
so we have a long history. We've known each other for quite a few.
Yeah, because you're a year behind me.
Yeah.
So about 20 years, I guess.
I was trying not to go there, but
But we look good though.
Girl, this black don't crack, honey. I'm trying to tell you. See, you cutting up already. We ain't even start. Oh my gosh. See, this is what happens when you only see people on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you finally get to see them in person after not seeing them for years. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So as serious as what we're here to talk about, we're going to have a good time talking about it because we didn't ask for any of this, but I'm so proud of you for taking it in good spirits. And we actually found out about it through inbox on Facebook, just talking about it. And through things that I posted on Facebook, you realize what was going on and we chit chat. So let's talk about what is it that you were diagnosed with and when you were diagnosed.
Well, initially I was diagnosed with undifferentiated connective tissue disease. And I was like, well, what is that? And the rheumatologist said, essentially, your blood work shows that there is something there, but we aren't really sure which one it is. So as I've been going to see her more and we've been documenting my symptoms, I think she's leaning now towards Sjogren's, yes, which is what Venus Williams has, because I have just all of the classic symptoms for Sjogren's. Initially she thought maybe it was leaning towards lupus, especially since I found out my paternal grandfather had lupus, but now she's kind of, moving away from that particular diagnosis. So I think technically I'm not undifferentiated anymore.
Right, and they're so hard to diagnose because initially they're like, they diagnosed me with lupus in 2013, and by August 2014, they're like, oh, well, you have Sjogren's as well, but that's a secondary. So when I have a flare-up, I'm like, well, which is it?
Right.
So if it's not my eyes and my saliva, then I'm like, okay. If it's eyes and saliva, I'm like, oh, that's Sjogren's. But if it's joint stuff, I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Right.
If it's Sjogren's or lupus.
Right. And it's tough. So I guess we're still in the process because, as you said, it takes a long time. And I was just officially diagnosed October 2016.
Right. So it's still new.
Still very, very new. Yes.
So receiving the diagnosis and I know that's a lot to take in because we talked about it and just not wanting to even embrace the idea of it. How has that been for you now? Because you've had a little bit of time to even adjust to it.
I think I still struggle with it. It's tough, especially because it has really kind of altered my lifestyle. I have a 15-year-old. I'm a single mom. And I can't do all of the things that I used to be able to do with her because my energy level is a lot lower.
Okay.
And just kind of feeling like I've gotten to a certain point. I'd just gotten a promotion at my job, and things were going well, and my daughter is doing well. And I guess finally my life is getting where I need to be.
Get in there.
Yes, and then this happens. So I have days. I have moments.
And you will, as we talked about before on offline, there are going to be days when you're like, feeling like Superwoman, I got this, I'm going to kick your tail, you don't get to run me, I run you. And then there's some days you're like, why God?
Yeah.
So we all go through that struggle, and it doesn't make you weak to feel that way. It makes you human. That I joke about it now, so that's my superpower.
Yeah.
When I feel that, I'm like, okay, that makes me human. That's my superpower. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and that's my superpower. I don't use it as, oh, that makes me weak anymore.
Right.
So What type of medication do they have you on for this, since it took so long to get a diagnosis?
Well, my rheumatologist is treating it as if it is lupus, so I'm on Plaquenil.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, so it's 400 milligrams a day of Plaquenil. And she says it takes up to at least maybe 6 months to work. So I think it's finally kicking in, because I'm finally having better days than not so great days.
Yes. It's not Tylenol, so you take it and 6 hours later you feel better.
Right.
No, 6 months.
Yes.
And they don't lie about that, because I think it was the 5th month I started feeling like it knocked the edge off.
Yeah. I think that's because October, and now we're in April. And okay, I'm not feeling like I'm dying every day.
Yeah, because I started mine in November of 2013, and it wasn't till around this time, May-ish, I was like,
which is good because it's summertime.
Right.
Getting to be summertime, so I
can wear my open toe shoes again. I was like, oh, these feet hurt. Lord Jesus, they swollen. Yeah. So what type of symptoms did you initially have that made you even, get scared or alert and want to go to the doctor?
Well, it's funny because I also have allergies. I'm allergic to everything, seasonal, all year round. And last spring, I just started itching. My skin was really itchy and dry, everywhere, and I was breaking out, and I had hives, and I'm like, what is going on? So I went to my allergist, and she prescribed, obviously, she said, you take this allergy medicine. And she had me taking I think two allergy medicines at the same time, and Benadryl, and I was just like, what's that? Right. So it persisted, and I kept telling her, I was like, and she says, I'm gonna run blood work on you. She says, cause just want to make sure that it's not just the allergies.
Right.
So she ran blood work, and when she ran the blood work, she discovered that my what is it? Is it ANA?
ANA was positive.
It was positive. Yep. And that's when she called and said, you need to go see a doctor. So then I was, referred to a rheumatologist.
Right.
And then that's when everything started. So I actually ended up calling her. Oh, she's a sister, and I thanked her because she didn't have to say something's not right.
Right.
Take this to the next level. But as I was talking to my rheumatologist and kind of going over my history, one of the things that stood out for her was that I had arthritis. I had a partial knee replacement 2 years ago.
Wow.
I'm 38 years old, and I had a partial knee replacement. So she said, I said,
that should have been a red flag. A mid-30s young woman having...
Right. And my arthritis was so bad, it was bone on bone. And my surgeon was very, very conservative. So for him to do a surgery on someone my age was kind of... But nothing, I guess no one that, was able to actually
put that together.
Put it together. And throughout the years, I've had different, just kind of weird symptoms. Like sometimes my whole body would just hurt for no apparent reason. Just weird stuff over the years. But she says, yeah, I think this may have been looming for a while. And we just didn't pick anything up. So now I could always tell when a flare-up is coming because that knee will start hurting, and now the other one hurts.
Child,
the elbows hurt.
Can you predict the rain? Like, it's going to rain today.
When it gets cold, when the temperature changes, I wake up in the morning and my toes are hurting. I said, okay, it's going to be colder today. My toes, my fingers, the dry mouth, the dry skin is brutal. The dry eyes, some days, like today, my eyes are really dry and my vision's blurry.
Yeah.
So I don't drive as much as I used to because it just makes me uncomfortable with.
So life has dramatically changed.
It has changed. The fatigue. Sometimes I come home and get in the bed. Some days I can't get out of the bed. My daughter has had to have more responsibility because I'm always tired. I work in DC, so I commute 1 hour each way. So I have like a 12-hour day. So it's definitely been a challenge and a tremendous adjustment for me.
Wow. So what are some things that you do to help you relieve some of the stress? Because I know what fatigue does. Because sometimes I'm so fatigued I can't even think straight.
Yes.
What are some things that you do for yourself? Because self-care is is the best thing that
Mm-hmm.
I found to help me stay
Mm-hmm.
focused and help me stay sane.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Yeah.
find anywhere else to put it.
Yeah.
It's no other way to stay sane. What are
Yes.
some things that you do for you?
One thing I do, I reach out to you whenever, because I mean, you are just, I call you my lupus warrior, because you.
Girl, I be struggling some days. When
No.
people say that, I be like, y'all just don't
No,
know. Y'all
but
don't
you-
see the snot and the tears
Right.
and the messiness that I go
Yes,
through.
But you are an inspiration because you
Well,
share
thank
it, and
you.
you're strong enough to share it. And I have 2 sisters who have autoimmune diseases as well. So I
Okay.
reach out to them occasionally, and I read a lot of trashy romance novels. I love trashy romance novels. And sometimes when you're so
Did you?
tired,
So trashy.
I did. The trashier
Is this
the
stuff
better,
that's,
right?
like addicted?
It is. It is.
No, like the book.
Oh no,
Zane,
that's a little too far. I like storylines.
Oh,
not
okay.
Just, you know.
Like, because I read Zane and I was like,
That little too
I
far.
had to put that down. I said, this is too much for me,
This
Lord
is a little
Jesus.
too far.
I imagine this was, I don't know how long this, I would think I
Speed.
was a first year teacher. I said, this is too much.
Yeah.
I know my girlfriend was trying to help me out. She was like, do something to help you pass the time. No, I can't pass the time with that because I be wanting to act out
That's
stuff.
a little too much.
I be wanting to try stuff. I be like, no.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I want to try. I can't try that. This
No,
is
no.
real life. No. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my TMI. I'm sorry. This is TMI. Look, this is me in real life. Look. I'm saved, though. I'm saved. I went to church and got saved. I'm just saying, back then when I read the book, what had happened was.
I can't do. Not that trashy, but I like to read romance novels, and I watch a lot of like romantic comedies. Because when you're tired and you can't do
Right.
so much, but to me, I like to see other people happy. So it's really nice to it's gonna have a happy ending. I'm also a quilter, so whenever I can get up, I go in my sewing room, and sometimes I can only spend 15 minutes, and sometimes I can spend a few hours. So that's something that has been very, very, very helpful for me. And
Quilting sounds like a good idea. Do you give it away or you keep it for yourself?
sometimes I give them away. Sometimes I keep them for myself. It depends. Most I give them away. I end up giving away.
Okay, because I got an idea brewing in my head. Remind me, tell you when we done.
Oh,
Something just popped in my spirit.
Everybody got ideas.
No, it's just something just popped in my spirit. How we can bless the people and bless you at the same time. Go ahead, as you were saying.
So that's something that I enjoy doing as well. I don't spend as much time out and about as I used to. I figured this summer maybe, because I really had to pull back from things. I am in a sorority, and I had to pull back because it was just too much, and I really had to simplify my life. I felt bad. I still feel bad about it, but I realized that my first responsibility is to my daughter, and whatever energy I have, I need to, put it towards her because she's in high school and she's getting older. But I had to make a decision, and so now I read my novels if I'm, can't get out of the bed, or I go sew for a while, or she and I sit on the sofa and we'll watch, watch reality shows with her, what have you. But I had to change the way I guess I had involvement, in activities.
It's a new normal.
More internal than external, I guess.
It's a new normal, and I want to say it's normal for you initially to feel bad about not being able to do some of the things that you used to do, but this is year 4 for me. As time goes on, you will get over it. And I'm saying that because you will start to feel like it's my responsibility to put the mask on me first and save me.
Right.
Because if I don't save me, I can't save them.
Right.
So at first I'm like, I can't do this for them. I can't do this for that person. And I was feeling so bad about not being able to do all those things that I used to do. But then I realized that my energy level had to shift.
Yeah.
So my first priority is self-care. So how do I take care of me? I have to do everything in my power to take care of me.
Right.
Now, if I had a child, then that would be the next step to take care of the child. If I had a spouse, that you see what I'm saying? So as time goes on, you will feel less and less, how can I say this? troubled about not being able to do for your sorority sisters or stuff that you used to do for family. You won't feel as bothered by it because you will feel like I am spending the time I need to care for me.
Right.
And that's the most important thing. So,
Right.
and that goes for anybody out there that is or struggling with any of those things, because we all want to do for people what we used to do for them. But at the end of the day, you are your number one priority. And that's the thing I had to learn for me. I've always been the one to take care of everybody and look out for everybody. But when I got sick, I looked around and I realized that the only person that was going to take care of me is me. So I had to do what I had to do for me. So as we were saying, we were talking about self-care and the importance of self-care. It's important to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. One more thing before we go, I want to touch base on some of the things that you talked about initially, just going through the medication. Do you have any side effects from the medication that you've noticed?
Not that I've noticed. No, not that I've noticed.
Okay, so no sleep pattern changes or anything like that?
No. I've recently figured out if I don't drink wine at night, I can sleep. Imagine that.
Oh my God. She said that. I didn't. I ain't say nothing about no wine. Well, Jesus did turn water into wine.
First miracle.
First miracle
There you
performed. So she said that. I
There
did.
you go.
I ain't gonna touch that one. Maybe if I could drink a little wine, if it wasn't for stage 3 kidney disease, I probably would sip a little wine at night before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So but that's actually not a bad thing, because that probably help you sleep a little better and take that pain down a notch. Because I know what that's like to be up all night.
Yes. Because I can always tell when a flare-up is coming, because the middle of my back will start aching and burning. No I've never felt a sensation like it before. And once that starts, then it moves to the elbows and to the knees, and the fingers get cold, and it's amazing. So at least I get that warning shot, and it's like,
right.
Oh, here we go. You know. So yeah, there's definitely pain. And I'm very stubborn in terms of taking pain medication.
I found that the pain medication don't really knock the edge off either, so that's another thing. So that's probably a situation that most people experience, that going through that phase. So I don't know if that's the same thing for you, because
I prefer the heating pad or something.
Yeah.
You know, I try to do something other than the pain. That's my last resort. Like, I've had enough. I've got to do something, because like you said, I don't know. It barely takes the edge off. Of
yeah,
it, you know?
I don't really feel like it
No.
does. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
That
you
was
for
a lot.
having
That
me.
was a lot of information. I'm hoping that we will be able to continue this dialogue as we learn more information about unspecified, undifferentiated connective tissue disease, because there's so many people who are still waiting for a diagnosis. They're still in limbo, trying to figure out what type of autoimmune disease that they've been diagnosed with, and they're just in pain and suffering. So for those of you who are going through it, my prayers are with you. I pray that you have relief from whatever ails you, and at this point, we want to make sure that whatever you're going through, that you stay encouraged and get around people who will encourage you and will look after you, not just say, if you need anything, call me. Because I'm telling you, I'm the one person who's not going to call. I don't call for anything. But if you offer, I will take you up on that offer. So get around people like that will actually offer and help you. So until next time, be blessed, take care of yourself. Remember, put the mask on you first, because you got to save you first. Take care of yourself and love on you.